Good morning, students. Today we're going to read a book titled Moody Cow Meditates. The author of this book is Kerry Lee MacLean. She wrote all of the words and came up with the idea. Let's find out more about our main character, Moody Cow. Now I can see from the eyebrows that are drawn in this way and the tight downturned mouth. Oh, and it looks like steam coming out of the ears. Illustrators sometimes use that to tell us that a character is very mad. My name is Moody Cow. It used to be Peter, but now it's Moody Cow. It all started one stupid, rotten day when everything went wrong. First, I had a bad dream. A very bad dream, which involved a giant three-eyed alien. What a rotten way to wake up. Mom? I wanted to find my mom and tell her all about the giant three-eyed alien, but I couldn't find her anywhere. So I admit I was in a bad mood to begin with. Then I couldn't find my skateboard. Turned out my sister had borrowed it. Daisy, stop drawing on my skateboard. Okay, maybe I overreacted when I pulled her tail, but it was a brand new skateboard. So then Daisy had to get me back by tripping me on the stairs. What a monster! When something bad happens, we should not reach out to hurt somebody. That is not the right choice. When Daisy was drawing on his skateboard, he should have used his words to let her know that he was upset, not pulling on her tail. And after he pulled on her tail, Daisy should have used her words to say that it upset her, not tripping him on the stairs. Hurting somebody is never going to make you feel better. So Moody Cow, he has some things go wrong. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes things don't go the way that we want them to. But getting mad will not help. So tripping down the stairs made him mad. So mad that he cut off all her doll's hair on purpose. Of course, I got in trouble for that, he said, which made me miss the bus. I had to ride my bike all the way to school in the snow. That made me really mad. On the way home from school, I hit a snowbank and I scraped my knee. There was blood everywhere. The rest of the way, I couldn't stop thinking about how my rotten day was really Daisy's fault. She put me in a bad mood by drawing on my new skateboard. Is that true? Was he in a good mood before that? No. He had a bad dream and woke up and wanted to find his mom and couldn't find her. Then he couldn't find the skateboard. He was already grumpy before he even saw Daisy that morning. His choices and Daisy's choices might not have been the right ones, but he's been having a bad day and he's been letting it get to him. He's been letting himself get upset and mad. Well, maybe it was the giant three-eyed alien's fault for giving me bad dreams. Whatever. I was so mad I couldn't see straight. And when I turned into our driveway, I crashed right into my dad's truck. Well, you can understand that with a bloody knee and a banged-up nose, I was madder than ever. Super mad. I can't take anymore. And then I did something crazy. I picked up my baseball and I threw it right through the window on purpose. Ooh, that is not good. When we're angry, we don't throw things. It won't help. Unfortunately, my mom saw the whole thing. "What on earth do you think you're doing?" she yelled. "Have you lost your mind?" She came outside, took one look at my super mad rotten day face, and I guess she felt sorry for me. "Aw, are you a little moody cow?" Now she might be feeling bad for him, because nobody likes to see you have a bad day. Nobody likes to see you all banged up and hurt from having an accident on your bike. But I'm betting she's still upset about the window too. And more so, upset that her cow made the wrong choice. We have to learn how to make good choices when we're upset. Of course, my sister Daisy heard her say that, and she started shouting, Moody Cow, Peter is a moody cow." The next thing I knew, all the kids in the neighborhood joined in. When we see that somebody is upset, making fun of them, it's not going to help. It does not help the situation at all. We should not do that. "We need Grandfather," Mom said, and picked up the phone. Pretty soon my grandfather was sitting in the sunroom on a meditation cushion. I got to sit on one too. "I hear they're calling you Moody Cow," Grandfather said, and smiled. I couldn't help smiling back a little. I guess Moody Cow was kind of a funny name. "See this?" he asked, and he pointed to a jar of water. "This is your mind," he said. "And these," he held out a little dish of sparkles, "are your angry thoughts." "That," I said, "is a jar of water, and those are Daisy's fairy dust sparkles." "Come on, Mr. Moody Cow, work with me here. Now, what we're going to do is put in a pinch of sparkles for every angry thought you have. Then we're going to sit here until they all settle down to the bottom. By the time the water is clear again, your anger will have all settled down too." "It won't work," I told him. "Let's just see," he said. I took a pinch of the sparkles and I dropped it into the water. "Which angry thought is that?" Grandfather asked. "That's the three-eyed alien. It tried to gobble me up last night." "Oh, I see. Rotten way to start the day. Okay, what else?" I put in another pinch for the next angry thought. "This is me having to clean the toilet for a whole month for breaking the window. I hate cleaning the toilet." When we do something wrong, there's a consequence. When he did something wrong, there was a consequence. The wrong thing was breaking the window. When he was angry, he threw something, and we don't do that. It broke something, and he has to make sure that it gets better. His parents will have to fix the window. So to make it sort of better and try and say that he's sorry, he has to clean the toilet for a month. Our actions have consequences. We can't go breaking other people's things. So he says, "I hate cleaning the toilet." "Me too," said Grandfather. "What else? What other angry thoughts?" I put in one more pinch of sparkles and said, "This is Daisy drawing on my brand new skateboard with a marker." So he doesn't like his things being ruined either. "Oh dear, she did that?" Grandfather sighed. "Okay, what else?" "This pinch is when I missed the bus and I had to ride my bike to school in the snow." "You can ride a bike through snow?" Grandfather asked. "I have good tires." "Well, anything else?" "On my way home, I scraped my knee, and I was so mad I crashed into Dad's truck. I think I broke my nose." "Ouch," Grandfather said. "That must have hurt." "It did. Then I picked up my baseball and I threw it through the window on purpose." "Wow. You should put in a double pinch for that one. I guess you really did have a Moody Cow day." "I sure did." "Is that all?" Grandfather asked. "Yeah, but it's a lot." "It sure is." Grandfather put the lid on the jar and he shook it up really good. "This jar is like your mind right now," he said. "Angry thoughts bouncing around and around all over the place." Now let's see what happens when we let your angry thoughts settle down, Grandfather said, putting the mind jar down in front of me. Just sit quietly and see what happens. I sat up real straight, and then I got to ring the gong. Bong! I sat watching all my angry thoughts swirl around and around like crazy in the jar. A few thoughts slowed down and sank to the bottom. Then a few more, and a few more. It was so still, I could hear my heart beating. It was so quiet, I could hear my breath going in and out, in and out. I felt a ray of golden sunshine coming through the window. It warmed my back and started to melt away the last of my anger. So his anger is going away. How did Moody Cow calm himself down? The mind jar with the sparkles? Yeah. But you know, you don't need the mind jar in order to calm yourself down. Really, what helped him the most was sitting there, waiting for all the sparkles to fall to the bottom. In the quiet, sitting still, trying not to think about all the bad things, listening to himself breathe. It was really sitting still, breathing deeply in and out, and staying there. I bet I probably could have counted to 10 very slowly, several times during that time. He probably sat there a while, quietly, and that's really how we calm ourselves down. Finally, Grandfather rang the gong to end the meditation. He leaned over to whisper in my ear, "Okay, this part is important. Don't move until you can't hear the sound of the gong anymore." So again, he has to sit still and calmly. Moody Cow cocked his head and listened closely. Bong. The ringing got softer and softer and softer until I couldn't hear it at all. Grandfather smiled and held up the jar. "Well, look at this. All the sparkles have settled down," he said. "And my angry thoughts have too," I said. "I mean, I guess if I think about it, I could get mad again." What he just said was important. What did he say? That if he thought about all the bad stuff, he could get angry again. But he doesn't want to be angry, so he's not going to think about all the bad stuff anymore. "That's probably true," he said, "but we have to work pretty hard to settle them down. Let's not stir them all up again." I laughed for the first time that day. "That thing is cool," I said. "Can I keep it?" "Sure," said Grandfather. He smiled and handed me the jar and the dish of sparkles. "A few minutes each day helps keep the Moody Cow away." I laughed again. "Thanks, Grandfather. Can we do this again tomorrow?" "Of course. Let's try to do this together every day." So making some time every day to sit down in a calm spot and listen to yourself breathe and put all the bad thoughts away and not let them come back can help keep you calm. Now, it's been 2 whole weeks and I haven't had one Moody Cow day because he'd gone into his room and he put the mind jar by his bed just in case that 3-eyed alien had ever come back. But I've decided to keep the name anyway. I kind of like it. The end. So, Something that we can do to calm ourselves down is called meditation. We sit down on our bottom, crisscross applesauce. You close your eyes, put your hands in your lap, and you get very, very quiet. And you put all the mad thoughts away, all the bad things that might have happened that day, put them away. Breathe in, breathe out, and you keep doing that until you're calm. And then you don't get the bad thoughts back out. You don't want to let them ruin your day. Thank you for reading Moody Cow Meditates with me.